Torrance Gibson here. Torrance, what's the biggest thing you've taken away from the Elite 11 process so far?
Just to go out here and compete, have fun. I'm listening to everybody, I'm finding new tips, from each quarterback. I learned from other quarterbacks. A lot of people don't realize that, but I learned from other quarterbacks. I learned how they, read the field, their drop steps, mechanics. I just learned from all the quarterbacks and the coaches.
Anybody that you've picked up some tips from out here, the other quarterbacks? DeAndre, Francois. I learned from him. There's a couple more guys that I don't know their name, but I'm getting close with. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of tips from them. Anything specifically?
Just footwork. Hitting the targets on the dime. Stay relaxed, stay poised. Stay tall. Just stuff like that.
Had some pretty famous counselors out here: Johnny Football, Taj Boyd, Blake Bortles. What have you taken from being around those guys?
Just to go out here and compete and have fun. This only happen once in a lifetime, so you might as well just have fun and just go out here and compete, and have fun while doing it.
Have they talked to you about being a quarterback, what it means off the field, leading your guys, managing your Twitter account properly, being careful what you say, things like that?
Yeah, you definitely have to be careful what you say, especially a quarterback. They watch everything, and I realized that, I'm a big Twitter guy, so they told me to relax on the Twitter, so, I'm just calming that down on the Twitter, because you really have to watch what you say on Twitter. They follow everything.
And you talked about working with Jordan Palmer yesterday. How different was today from yesterday? Were you able to apply some of those things you picked up yesterday at all?
Yeah, he was just talking about my footwork. That's what I got to work on a lot, is my footwork and my mechanics, just tuning up a little bit. He just said, just throw the ball, you're throwing the ball good, just work on your footwork and just stay poised and calm.
How tired are you of all the athlete or wide receiver talk? Why do you think people won't leave you alone and just accept you as a quarterback?
People are going to be people. They're going to like you, they're going to hate you, they're going to have their ups and downs. But, a lot of people think I'm a receiver because, I guess my speed, my size, but hey, look at Cam Newton, his size, he has speed, but deep down I know I'm a quarterback, so that's what I'm rolling with.
Is he a guy you pattern your game after? Is there anybody else? Not a whole lot of left-handers out there, I know.
Yeah, it's not. Michael Vick is who not, but I go with Cam Newton now, so just Cam Newton.
Have you met Vic yet?
No, I haven't met Michael Vick yet.
You watch his film or anything?
Yeah, I watched him since I was growing up. He was on the Madden cover. I used to love playing that Madden. And I just love using the Falcons. And, he's a great quarterback and a great person too.
Hey, have you talked to other left-handers about how the ball comes out of your hand a little different, the spin's a little different? I know Jerry Rice talked about having to learn to catch balls from Steve Young after working with Joe Montana. Do you talk about that? Do you think about that?
Yeah, when I was out here throwing, they said the ball come out different from a left-hander because I'm the only lefty out here after the Elite 11, so it's kind of different. The ball comes out different, and receivers see the ball different, and they have to adjust to it. So it's pretty different, but I'm the only left-hander out here, so it's just kind of weird a little bit.
How do you look at this opportunity with the other guys when they get here, the 7-on-7, to compete against the best DB, safeties, linebackers in the country, to prove your worth as a quarterback, that you could stay there on the next level with, because the windows are going to be very small. Not that they're not where you play down in South Florida, but you're talking about some of the quickest, most athletic guys in the country. How great is this opportunity you have before you this week?
Well, it's an tremendous opportunity. It's a great opportunity to be here and just go against the best, and a hard worker win. Just go out here and just have fun. Nobody can judge that. Just have fun, keep a smile on your face, and just enjoy this moment. And just enjoy this moment as a kid and as a person, just enjoying the Elite 11/Open.
How much are you looking forward to the recruiting aspect of it? There's going to be a lot of guys trying to get you to go to Ohio State, Auburn, LSU, Tennessee. Are you ready for that bombardment, if you will, I guess?
Yeah, I'm ready for it, but I'm just going to have fun. It's just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to recruitment, so I'm just going to have fun with a smile on my face.
Well, will this week help you with your decision at all, you think? Some guys that you would want to play with or may not want to play with? It could go either way, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit. It'll help me a lot, the team, some of the players that I want to play with, I know a lot of people that I would love to play with, but I have to keep down on a little bit for now.
Is there anybody you can put your name out there on that you would, one guy that you would love to play with? offensively or defensively? Or
Khalil McKenzie. I'll try to play with Khalil McKenzie. He's a great defensive tackle. Going against him every day. You know, he's going against me every day. He gives great competition every day.
Yeah, well, we spoke about him yesterday and your friendship with him. At you know, just how is it that two guys from opposite sides of the country have gotten to know each other so well?
Just staying in contact on social media. You know, we write each other. He has my number. I text him every once in a while. You know, just catch up to see how he's doing. But we're getting close. You know, I can't wait to see him tomorrow and just have a ball. You know, and he's on the same team as me too. So what a coincidence, and we just want to have fun.
And guys like him have a hard time chasing down guys like yourself. We talked about your skills, your height, your length that could translate to wide receiver. How do those skills help you as a quarterback, as a sub 460 guy, 6'4", lean guy? How do your traits help you at quarterback?
I think my speed helps me a lot. You know, when the pocket collapses, I can get out of there. You know, my length help a lot. You know, I can throw it over a little big, tall defensive lineman. You know, my size help a lot. So I'm just thankful for my size, man.
And you played with some great guys down there at American Heritage. You won a state championship. Sonny Michelle, you know, McFadden, yourself, Calvin Hurtaloo. How is it being around so many successful, on top of the baseball players we've talked about that got drafted, being around so many athletes? How does that help your progress and your maturity?
It helps a lot. You know, being with older guys, you know, they really show their maturity. You know, you have to be, you know, yourself, but just don't be overboard. You know, they showed me a lot. You know, last year with Sonny Michelle and Isaiah McKenzie, they showed me a lot about maturity and about how to approach yourself around people. You know, just be yourself, but just don't get out of control. So I'm just trying to be myself and just have fun.
And you guys will have a giant target on your back this year to repeat. How tough do you think that's going to be, especially without Sonny?
It's gonna be tough, but you know we're ready for it. You know, I think a lot of these young athletes don't get a lot of credit. You know, I think we have a lot of 9th and 10th graders. You know, they're not exposed yet, but they're going to get exposed to the world this year.
And you talk about some schools that you're going to visit: Ohio State, maybe Arizona, maybe back to Tennessee, maybe Auburn, LSU. Some of your officials. You've been on the road quite a bit this year already. What is it you want to see out of these visits you have coming up? Obviously, Ohio State and Arizona are places you haven't seen yet, but for the schools that you have seen already, you know, what do you want out of these trips?
Just to build a relationship. You know, I don't want to talk about football. Just talk about something else. Just being yourself and just have a chill day with the coaches. You know, outside of football, it's not all about football. Just take a step back away from football and just talk about something else. That's what I want to build at these visits.
I saw you tweeted about a conversation with Butch Jones in the last few days. Just what was that talk like, and what do you think of Butch now?
Well, Butch Jones, he's a great coach, man. No doubt about it, man. He's a great guy to be around, funny guy to be around. And we were just talking about recruitment, and he said, we still want you as a quarterback, you know, no receiver, just a quarterback, and I appreciate that. He wants me as a quarterback, you know, that's an honest guy and a worthy guy, and I think everyone believes in his plan, and Coach Jones is a great coach.
Is he very different from the other coaches you talked to? Urban Meyer, Coach Fisher, Coach Miles, all these other coaches, Coach Malzahn. Is he different from those guys?
Yeah, he's a little bit different. You know, I feel like comfortable with him. You know, comfortable talking around. I can talk about anything around him, and I really feel comfortable with Coach Jones.
And how much are you looking forward to this decision? Maybe perhaps in October, November. We'll see when it comes. But how much are you looking forward to it to be over?
A little bit, you know, some you know, fan bases, they'll hate you if you commit to another school, but I can't wait for it to be over. But you do have to enjoy this recruiting process, and you have to enjoy this time because you only get one shot at it, and I'm enjoying it right now.
You're probably going to lose a couple thousand Twitter followers after you commit.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. You know, you just got to pick the right school for you and don't worry about others, people saying you should have went here, but, you know, they're not spending 3 or 4 years at the school. You're spending 3 or 4 years at the college, so you just got to pick the right college for you.
Appreciate it, buddy.
No problem.